Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another tournament vlog thing, straight off the hook. Yeah, welcome back. Today we are in Grove City here at Stardust Lanes, and we're gonna get some bowling done. I haven't posted any videos in a while for a couple different reasons. One, life has been dang near chaotic. Like, no, that's just what it's been, chaotic. I have been everywhere and anywhere, and I've been running off of about an average of 5 hours of sleep the past 2.5 weeks, so that's not been the most fun. However, I did get to sleep a lot yesterday because we drove in this morning. This is about 4 hours from my home, and instead of getting a hotel last night, I figured I might as well just sleep after work yesterday. So I went and practiced, came home, I fell asleep at like 7:30 and slept all the way till 2 a.m. when I woke up and we started to drive here. We are now here and ready to get our day started. So I'll let you guys know in on a couple little things before we get in there. I've made a lot of changes again. I can't make up my mind. That's all I'm gonna say. We'll get into that later. Made a lot of changes. Elizabeth isn't feeling good. She's actually in the car sleeping right now. She ate something funky last night and she woke up this morning. She goes, I don't feel the best. And about 30 minutes down the road, she ended up throwing up in a bag. So she's not feeling the best today, although she was able to get her stomach to calm down a little bit, and she is sleeping now. She wasn't sleeping for the first hour of the trip, so that's a bonus. So there's where we're at this morning. On top of that, I actually feel good for a change, but I'm a little antsy, which is not a good thing for me, because when I get antsy, I try to make things happen instead of just working through the process. So going into today, we're going to work on sticking to the process and making good shots. We're on 45 foot, I think it's Dick Weber. I can't really remember. I think it's 45 feet. And here again at Stardust, where I picked up title number 2. So good vibes here, made some match plays here, we've had some success, but I'm looking forward to today, and hopefully we can overcome some of the hiccups in the road already today and put together a solid day of bowling. So let's get in there, let's get things ready to go. Let's have a good day. Alright, so we're getting underway here, and we're going to throw a Venom Shock to start. They are snot tight. Usually I get away with here, thanks to the first game in here, but they have flooded them. They are super, super, super tight. So we're going to start with the Venom Shock. Unfortunately, I don't have very many big differential balls. Like I said, I made a whole bunch of changes, and right now I only have 9 balls to my name. So we're going to make the best of what we have, though. I think that if we can just grind through the first couple, they'll open up and we'll be A-okay. So I'm feeling good. Things feel all right. Just gotta go and make shots. So let's have a good day. Hey guys, taking a real quick break in the action here to kind of explain what just happened those first 5 games because, well, it was kind of a circus, and unless you really are there and are a part of it, you don't really know what's going on. So I'm going to try to do my best to explain what you guys just saw. Starting off, they were dead tight, snot tight, and so the first couple games, as I'm like kind of grinding my life away, I'm waiting for them to develop to a point where I can have a spot to throw it to, or at least a spot to get to. And never developed. They never opened up. They got tighter is what it felt like. So what you saw in game 3, although it was an absolute dumpster fire of a game, was me like soul searching. What am I gonna do? And then games 4 and 5, I went back to urethane and tried to like trap it and just kind of like fade it into the hole. It looked decent. I threw a couple doubles in there, but it was one of those where you had to be almost perfect. I just needed a ball with more differential, something that flared up a lot sooner. I just didn't have it in the bag, unfortunately. So what you guys saw there was basically just damage maintenance. I was just trying to survive those games and get to a point where I could move in and open up these pairs. Luckily, the next couple games, I was able to get back into reactive resin, but I was just trying to manage the pairs at that point in time. I wasn't trying to do anything drastic because the scores were really low, and actually they kept dropping throughout the day. And so for me, it was like, let's just try to survive and see if we can't snap off a couple big ones. So that's what was going on those middle games there, in case you were wondering why I went back to urethane. I know that's like a big no-no. I should never do that. But we were just trying to manage the pairs and manage the score. So that's where we're at. Let's get back into the bowling. Do you forgive me? Thank you. Well, what a day. That kind of stinks, y'all. I mean, it doesn't stink. There's a lot that went on today that we're going to try to talk through quickly because she's hungry, which is a good thing. And she's really tired. Anyways, today was, a dumpster fire saved by, I don't know what. It was just so bad. I've got to make some changes to allow me to work the ball a little bit better at the bottom. I love the feel of everything I've been going through, and I will make a completely separate video of everything I've been changing and working on because I just want to get more comfortable so I can focus on shot making. But today, basically what happened is I was doing the right thing on the lane most of the day. I caught a couple bad pairs that I just shot low games on, which it is what it is. They could have been a little bit better, but they were just bad pairs. And then the games where I could have really catapulted myself up the leaderboard, I just did some really stupid mistakes. Actually, that's a lie. I had one game where I made one really stupid mistake. Game 6, we had 250 rolling into the 8th frame, and in the 7th frame, we were on a roll. I go wrap 10 on a great shot. Then going to the 8th frame, we were working on 250. I go wrap 10 in the 8th, make a great shot, wrap 10s, bake the spare, go to the left flame, ace it, pocket 710. So what could have been 250 ended up being 190 because I then opened in the 10th frame because I chopped the 6 straight off the back of the 10. That was frustrating because I'm like, seriously, like 2 bad breaks in a row. Go to the next game, get on another roll again. We got a 6-bagger going into I think it's the 8th frame or something like that, and I throw it in the gutter. I throw it in the right gutter. Guys, I cannot describe to you how bad I wanted to find the nearest brick wall and run my head through it. Like, and it all came down to me is when I went to get set up and go to throw the ball, I just wasn't completely comfortable and committed to what I was doing. I was thinking too much about how awkward my hand felt. So we're going to get to the fixing things later. And then in game 8, we came back, we settled down. That pair actually wasn't even that good, and I managed to make some really good shots on it. We shot 230 something and got me to 35 under, which was, or 36 under, which was 5 back of the last advancing spot to match play. So we were first cash, first one out, missed it by 5. I usually would be happy with this because I'm like, yay, I'm still working through the two-handed things and I cashed. No, today I'm really mad because like I'm starting to throw it with the confidence I need, but I'm not comfortable. So the confidence that I have is only there temporarily until one thing goes wrong, and then I just make some really stupid mistakes. So frustrating, but that's okay. That's okay. We cashed. We're making good strides. I now know today, like, today was hard, by the way. They were hard. And I realized that when they get to this point here, when they were this hard, this tight, this flat, I need to be able to feel the ball better at the bottom. That's one thing I have great feel at setup. I have no feel at the bottom. And now that I have no feel at the bottom, I second guess whether my setup is correct, right? Because in two-handed, your setup is everything. How you set up and how you get the ball into the swing is everything. And I just questioned myself a lot, and I would probably go out to say on a conservative side, I probably made 150 pins worth of bad shots today out of my 8 games. So I missed the number by 5 pins, so that's a little frustrating. But we're learning. We're growing, we're learning. I understand now that what I like to feel is great. However, what it needs to do at the bottom is something different. So we need to work on keeping the feel, but also having the mobility and workability at the bottom. So that's what we're going to work through. But now we're going to go celebrate because we have a gift card to Texas Roadhouse, and she wants rolls and a steak and a baked potato, which I think is a great way to cap off this video. Guys, keep everything straight off the hook. I promise I'm going to start uploading a little bit more. Life has been insane. I would like to walk you guys through everything I've been learning and growing through, all the things I'm going to change, certain quirks or certain ladders or hills I've had to get over or up. And so we'll go through that another time. But guys, I appreciate everybody watching this. I'm sorry today's video wasn't really the best. I'll be honest with you guys. Getting up at 2 a.m. this morning to come here wasn't really the most ideal situation. But it is what it is. We didn't have to pay for a hotel. We cashed. We bowled all right. We're going to go get some food, and we're going to make the best of it. So guys, keep everything straight off the hook. See you guys next time.